Welcome to the SupWith podcast. Your host, Dylan and
Russell, how are you, baby? Welcome back. How are you?
Ooh, baby, do we have a hot episode for you guys today? We're going to start off the bat with Jimmy Kimmel. Is this a contentious topic or what, Russell?
Yeah, well, you fucked up, buddy.
You fucked up. You play stupid games.
And you win stupid prizes.
Now, I do have a soft spot about, free speech. It's free speech. It should be protected. You should be able to say stupid things. But now there's a bit of an angle about this that's a little bit different. I feel, this was a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
So I feel, it's a little bit different here. It's not like he's just going out and saying, his difference of an opinion. He's really promoting the same type of rhetoric that led to the violent act.
Well, you were telling me earlier that ABC has a different set of rules that they have to play by.
Yeah. So, because, apparently, like, have you ever seen, probably, we grew up poor. So I had bunny ears, antenna TV.
I had the bunny ears too.
And, now they've transitioned over to the digital box, which is, you get these free channels.
Government subsidized TV.
It's not like you don't get Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or Comedy Central on these free channels, but you do get are the government subsidized TV channels. And when you are operating on those bandwidth, those waves, there's a bit of a different rule set you got to go by. And so because you're being subsidized, 25% of what you say has to be actual news, and you also have to create fair and balanced content. So I feel like there has been an issue with the fair and balanced content since the beginning of all of the public broadcasting. But, to also come out there and promote a terrorist organization and say these kind of things that lead to, it's the rhetoric that leads to the kind of violence we've seen. I could understand why he can't say these types of things on those waves. Maybe if his show is on Comedy Central, he should be taken down, or should not have been taken down.
Well, yeah.
But how do you feel? Do you think he should have been?
I think that he's been towing the line for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And do I think that he should be taken down? I don't know. Maybe not by the government, but that wasn't really by the government. That was advertisers and whatnot pulling out.
True.
That's capitalism, baby.
It's the marketplace. That game.
Right. And plus he had he knew what he was doing. There was information out from all sources that goes against the narrative that he was trying to push, and he pushed it anyways. It wasn't even funny.
Well, I don't know about this guy.
But you were telling me that this kind of correlates with one of the topics that we have on here that we've been.
Yeah, well, before we get into that, I do want to say, like, Jimmy Kimmel did come out. This guy, I'm trying to be in his corner somewhat, but he makes it so freaking hard when he was saying that people who didn't get jabbed during 2022 and stuff, that they should basically fall off the face of the earth, and they should
and die and not get treated at a hospital. Yeah.
Save room for the rest of us, buddy, kind of thing.
I don't feel too bad for him. I'm pretty sure that fucking guy's getting paid up until his contract. So he's getting paid to sit home right now.
He's getting a vacation right now.
But you know what's great about this whole thing? You know what the ultimate karma is for all that? You know what's getting played in his place?
What?
That Charlie Kirk.
I thought you were gonna say that.
It's unfortunate. That situation's still unfortunate, but that's what you get.
Yeah.
Now,
play stupid games.
Right? Because that guy hated Charlie Kirk. And now that gets to fill up your time slot, asshole.
Which is okay to hate people, I guess, right? Well, I don't know. I feel bad. I don't like the H word. You can dislike.
It's okay to hate people, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah. well, you know, I'm not super religious or anything, but you also, if you espouse to some of these more peaceful religions, you shouldn't hate anybody. You should love everybody.
You shouldn't hate anybody, but people, that doesn't stop hate. You know? Do I hate Jimmy Kimmel? No, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Hating somebody takes effort. I don't have any energy for fucking people like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just ignore him.
Yeah, somebody once said, you know, hating somebody is like holding your own breath and hoping the other person dies. You know,
Yeah.
you're really just hurting yourself. You just let that stuff go. But yeah, I mean, you know, you also, this ties into the Smith-Mundt Act, which was, you know, it's kind of funny. Like, it sounds so mundane, but it was trending on Twitter with the Smith-Mundt Act. Because what Jimmy is doing, and a lot of these other left-wing propaganda machines are doing, is selling propaganda for the DNC. So the Smith-Mundt Act was the 1948, you know, propaganda bill. It said, all right, if we're going to go out here and start spreading propaganda across the world in American interests, in the mercantile interests that benefit American, you know, voters, then that's fine. But we cannot bring that propaganda home. We cannot propagandize our own citizens. So we're going to create the Smith-Mundt Act that says, go do what you got to do out there. Do not bring that stuff back home. It's through propaganda. You can lie. And also, there's supposed to be a separation of the free press. Why it's called the free press. What do you think it's free from? Free from high fructose corn syrup? No, it's free from high from the high powers that be, your own government. But now, when you have, you know, your own State Department propagandizing your own citizens, that's a really bad thing. And that's what they thought in 1948, therefore Smith-Mundt Act. Then fast forward to 2012, the Obama administration made something called the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, which was it said, you know what, we really like this Smith-Mundt Act, you know, so much that we should probably like destroy most of it, especially the part that says don't propagandize the American citizens. We don't need that. We're gonna tweak it a little bit, and also we're gonna put the power in the hands of the literal parts of the American government, the State Department, that is creating and disseminating the propaganda through Voice of America and all these different news agencies and newspapers, radio stations in other countries. We're going to tell the State Department that they can regulate themselves. And if they find themselves propagandizing United States citizens, that they better send themselves to jail, bring themselves to the nearest person. It's like if me and you, I'm driving around drunk, right? And
I love this analogy.
The cop pulls me over. He's like, "Are you drunk? Are you drunk driving right now?" I'm like, "Does it look like I am, officer?" "I don't think so." And he says, "Well, then have a nice day, because you're in charge of bringing yourself to jail, sir, State Department." So that's what's going on here since 2012. I think that has a little bit to do with what's going on in America today, because politics have become so heated. It's been heated for a long time, but I gotta say, and you ask these older generations, you know, ask my grandmother, my father, my mom, like, things have really kicked off in the past, you know, probably since around 2012, since, you know, what happened after the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act. And then we started seeing all these dollars being funded and these NGOs being formed, you know, non-governmental organizations, where you have the government on the panels, on the board of directors for NewsGuard and CISA, which we talked about last week.
Yeah.
But where these companies, they have influence, a lot of influence over the biggest institutions of the media in the United States. So then how does that trickle back to Jimmy Kimmel? Is, well, how much of what he was saying, and where can we see the dollars and, you know, the receipts of what he was saying? What were these other people telling us that was just propaganda? And it's a new kind of propaganda, because you could say, you know, in 1948 they were worried about America propaganda, but now we have parties. So we have propaganda that's promoting the mercantile and political interests of the DNC, the RNC. So I feel like Jimmy Kimmel and some of these other mouthpieces, you know, we can't tell, because of the Modernization Act, how much of it is real, how much of it is propaganda. So
Right.
that's my rant on
Right.
Oh, but size that we were talking about that last week. They put security in this freaking institution's name twice, which I think is funny. It's the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. Just really wants to let you know it's secure, even though that they're completely destroying the security of free press.
Yeah.
Which is fun and not good for the United States citizens at all. But our tax dollars go to that completely non-governmental organization full of every government bureaucrat you could imagine, a CIA agent, an ex-senator, an ex-lobbyist, a current senator, you call it. But it's not a government organization, guys. But they do tell the biggest media companies what they can and cannot say, or what they should or should not say. It's a should thing. But then what happens when you go against them is you have now gone against this entire network who, okay, well, maybe you won't see certain advertisers anymore. Maybe say goodbye to all the Skittles commercials, huh? You like that revenue? Gone.
Yep.
Say goodbye to all the little meetings we used to have, and you're going to be out of the loop, and you call it. But that's size. And now Trump, you were telling me about this. I guess you seen it on a podcast.
Yeah, I was I was hearing it on they're bringing in somebody. I think it's Twitch and some other company, but they're bringing them in for like the CEOs of those companies for like a hearing or something like that. Something I was hearing, but yeah, maybe that's a step in the direction that we were talking about last week. Maybe that's the beginning signs of him moving in that direction, because we were saying, like, you know, if there was a time to do it, it would be now, and he has the information. He's been made aware of it by
Mike Pence.
Yeah. So, you know, no time like the present, right?
Yeah. If you're truly against censorship and these people that want to limit free speech by calling certain things hate speech and whatnot, you would do a few things. One, you already did, is you break apart USAID. USAID did some good stuff, which was kept, and they put that into another agency, I think the State Department. And then they got rid of the rest of it because they were going around and destroying other countries in the interest of spreading democracy.
Right, with our tax dollars to people that aren't in government.
Yeah, but really colluding with our tax dollars with, you know, companies like United Fruit to go advance mercantile interests in other countries and topple, you know, we're doing it for democracy. But then they really partner with these corporations so they can make more money and sell more avocados or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
And lives are lost in the process. So USA should not have been doing that. And I like that Trump did that, but he should have went further. He should be taking care of CISA. He should be taking care of NewsGuard to stop this at-home propaganda machine, which is inflaming this rhetoric that may or may not have led to some, you know, violent stuff in America. This is why you go to every college campus and they're just like, and they're just so toxic on the inside that their hair's turning blue.
It's like a culture war recruitment camp for the left.
Yeah.
You know, like the indoctrination factory.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a little Labubu factory of scary little
blue-haired, nose ring, fucking psychopaths.
Little dolls, the gnome things.
Oh, what the fuck are they? Cabbage Patch Kids?
The Cabbage Patch Kids?
Yeah. With nose rings and tattoos and
we are socialists.
Black hoodies.
They're like, I think they're being mass produced.
Yeah. We stopped making those and now we're making them real. They're like Pinocchios. I'm a real boy.
I like that Trump. I like that Trump is taking care of these Cabbage Patch Kids. You know, in relation, because that's what you got to start with. USAID, CISA, NewsGuard, these NGOs that are really not non-governmental. They're just a way for the government to get away with things that are not constitutional.
Right.
Fine. Cloaks and daggers.
It sucks because 4 years isn't really not enough time to make lasting change. So he's under the scrutiny to move really quick. But hopefully we get another Republican president after him to keep it going.
I think we will.
I think we will after, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how next year goes.
He's got, if he stays doing good stuff. I mean, the freaking Epstein files. That's gonna be hard to win the libertarians back. The whole middle, that couple of percent that actually won it for him.
Yeah, right. He's gonna. Yeah, you need to keep those people on board. Fucking, but that's not helping him.
But as far as the House,
and Pam Bondi's not helping him either with the base.
Oh, Pam Bondi, dude, she needs.
You saw the thing that she said with the hate speech?
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break. What are you doing?
We were just talking for the last how many years?
10 years we've been talking about this and fucking, let's just adopt the dumbest fucking ideas from the other side.
We're going to get rid of hate speech. No. Free speech
is free speech.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, the remedy to speech you don't like is more speech, like
right,
or the remedy to misinformation and stuff. But yeah, I don't like how she's going down that hole. Not my cup of tea. Get her out. But there was with the propaganda what we're talking about, and it reminded me about this. What was it? Barrington teacher.
Yeah,
teacher Barrington. Talk about these blue-haired Cabbage Patch Kids being produced. This is the technician that puts them together.
Right.
Teachers like him who come out in defense of a terrorist, and
I don't know if he defended a terrorist outright, but he was seemed happy about what happened. And,
Charlie.
Yeah, and he was just lying about him.
Yeah. Yeah, and espousing the type of rhetoric that leads to more violence. I mean,
and I was watching that too. The students against it, but most of the staff there for it. They stuck up for the teacher.
Oh yeah, I seen that whole video you sent me. They only looked at like 2 teachers, and it was a few.
I don't know if it's the whole staff, but the ones that they decided to present were for the teacher.
Or the teacher and the kids. Oh, that one girl.
Yeah.
Yo, so she wanted to write a page, which I don't know if everybody's on the same page right now. So there's a teacher in Barrington, Rhode Island, went on social media, said a whole bunch of crazy stuff about Charlie, how he's, an extreme, the Republican Party is extremist, and gave these opinions that, not very good if you're teaching our youth.
He got suspended with pay.
He gets a free vacation, baby.
Yeah.
But then, so now the entire, Rhode Island is up in arms. His entire town is like, how the hell could you say that? Now you have this, is he protecting in a free speech about that? People are battling that out in real time right now. But now this girl comes up. She gives a speech to her school talking about that teacher. And she came out with this information saying that she wanted to write this long paper about transgenders in women's sports, and you were allowed. That was the prompt. We want you to write about a current topic, and you can write about whatever you want, including political issues. It was encouraged, and so she went ahead and did it.
And he wouldn't accept the
and
paper.
Then he sat with her for 40 minutes. Her and another girl, because the other girl had a similar type of paper. And the other girl,
he discouraged them from writing.
Brought in another teacher and was like, you're really gonna make people feel a different type of way. Like you shouldn't do this. You really sure and these are young kids. I mean, it's not like you're bringing one of us in there who can stand up for what we believe.
Yeah, he discouraged the other one of them, the other girls from writing something different, but she stuck to what she wanted to write about.
Yeah, and which is so scary because now you have to hand it in to this guy to grade.
Right.
And I remember this one girl in a school I went to. She cried because she didn't get 100. She got a 96. It's like
right. You think he's going to be biased on the grading, especially if he sat you down for 40 minutes and said, "Don't write it."
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
he's going to give you 100 for sure.
Yeah, right. Maybe he would have. Who knows? But I don't know.
We'll see. Release the files. Release the tests.
Yeah.
That's the kind of teacher that's going on over there, and that's small form of.
Yeah, and who knows how widespread that is, So anyways.
So yeah, that's what's going on with the teacher in Rhode Island. I just, people can think what they want about that. I believe bringing the power back to the parents in that situation. I don't know about like outright firing the person, but I do believe in democracy. And if the parents don't want their kids going to school with that teacher, they should put it to a vote. Well, school, everybody get together.
Right. Yeah.
And then they decide.
Yeah. Leave it up to them.
And then if they decide to keep them, then the parents that, they can...
You're talking about Barrington, though.
Is it Barrington? Oh, which is super blue. No, it's right.
No, it's kind of Barrington. You know the stigma behind Barrington? Barrington,
no. Family Guy makes fun of them.
A lot of people make fun of them, like on local radio stations and shit. Oh. I don't know. Maybe it could go that way, but I don't see it going that way. I think those parents would probably be like, "No, you shouldn't talk about it." Come in.
Yeah, and then the parents,
It seemed like a lot of the adults in that room were taking the side, but it was the kids that weren't. So maybe one day in 30 years we'll get a red Barrington. The Red Baron.
I gotta look at their voting. I know we flipped Woonsocket. East Greenwich or West Greenwich, and then Richmond flipped a few towns switch. We'll see about Barrington. But yeah, and then I just want to finish off too. I think that the parents should. I think almost every state should have school access, school choice. I don't like my kid going to this school. Cool, bring him to a different school.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, didn't we?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't know what we talk about off camera and on camera anymore.
I know it gets confusing. We had such a good one before this. But it's all right.
So what's going on? Our next topic, turning point. Charlie Kirk no longer the CEO there. So who's stepping in place?
It's a unanimous vote for Erika Kirk, from what I heard.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid they would put in some
random outsider or
like pro-Israel guy. I don't know, something that like Charlie didn't like.
I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna see. I don't know if she's gonna be the person that hops on the if she hops into the place like on the podcast.
I bet she's just there to keep the mission target.
Mission oriented.
Yeah.
Keep
it on brand.
Because he had didn't he have 4 guys usually there with him every day on this podcast? At least one guy there every day.
I never, I only had started watching some of his stuff literally months before this happened.
Yeah, I always watch the college campus videos, but I never really sat down to watch the podcast. But I've been seeing clippets of the podcast since this happened. Yeah. And it seems like there's a team with him there
his one guy in his team spoke to some news organization in detail. So this is like one of his close guys, probably one of these 4 guys you're talking about, was in the car with him, was at and then described everything that was going on in the car.
That. Yeah, I heard that. That was hard to listen to.
Yeah. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, I know. That was bad. And you got people fucking celebrating this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're the party of peace, guys.
Yeah. Oh. gotta tell the comedian story.
Yes, there was this guy. Wow. They talk about being insensitive. This happened 4 hours after everything went down with Charlie. I've been doing open mics out here locally, and this guy came out and he did a Charlie joke, if you want to call it that. Not gonna repeat what he said. Very insensitive, included graphic details, not something you should be saying ever, especially not hours after it happened, and especially not when everybody in the bar is telling you to please stop The bar owner, the bartender, even the guy who puts together the entire comedy show was saying, get off the stage. Like, you need to stop that. And this guy wouldn't stop. And he's not just like a nobody, but he's also not anybody you probably heard of. But, you know, his career basically ended after that because everybody walked out of the restaurant, which, as, you know, these comedy shows that pop up, we're doing that to bring revenue to the restaurant, you know? And then that works out both ways. And you got more people to watch your show, your stand-up, and it grows from there. But if you're getting everybody to walk out and leave and you're continuing doing the thing that made them do that, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Take that crap somewhere else. So yeah, so then after that, I talked to one of the guys running the entire, you know, the comedy situation, and he said he's got calls from all over New England saying we heard about what happened, because I guess these patrons went on to Yelp and they went online and they comment. This thing kind of blew up, and he's not allowed. I don't think any open mic or any comedy seller in New England. So did it to himself.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not a big fan of cancel culture, but when you got the whole building telling you, maybe stop talking about it, you know? You're there promoting yourself. But
you gotta read the room.
Gotta read the room. And, yeah. No, not a whole lot of security there, right?
No?
No. Anybody beat the crap out of this guy?
No.
No?
No.
Wow, that really pokes a hole in the whole violence from the right.
True.
Kind of deal.
It's weird. They just voted with their
dollar.
Yeah, the dollars.
They voted with their dollars, and they
Crazy.
took off and said, fuck it.
Yeah.
But they didn't beat the shit out of him or shoot him or, you know, because he had words to say. You know, they just said, well, I'm not giving you my money. I'm not giving you my business. I'll see you later.
Yep.
Wow.
And a business owner has to protect his mercantile interest there.
Right.
Like,
yeah. No, that's the free market. It's not cancel culture if it's the free market, right? When the government steps in and says you can't say this, you can't say that, yeah, no, one thing.
Yeah.
But when you got a whole building telling you, shut up, a little too soon, and, you know, that's it. They didn't beat the shit out of him. They didn't do anything.
They did not.
Wow. What a shocker. It's almost like we knew that wouldn't happen.
Crazy. The violent extremist right.
Yeah. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah. He's going to destroy democracy.
Right.
Who's doing it, really? You guys. So, yeah, other things that are going on right now. I don't know if you've seen this guy, Destiny. I know nothing about this guy. He's a super big Twitch streamer. That's about all I know. But he was on Piers Morgan, and he was streaming live, and he said some really, I would say, incendiary stuff about Charlie Kirk, about Republicans in general. Do you know what's going on there?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the clip that he said on the 16th, I think it was, and then I seen him on Piers Morgan, and I think the other clip was Republicans need to be afraid to go to public events and speak or take in any of the dialogue or whatnot. So that way we could then go to our leaders and tell them to turn down the temperature.
Down the temperature. And I seen the clip where he's not turning down the temperature. I mean, everything he's saying seems to honestly be the opposite. He even shared a picture of Erika Kirk on the side of the casket.
And mocking.
Mocking it.
Mocking.
So where is the toning down the rhetoric and the temperature? Like,
what, is only one side supposed to tone it down? Only one side's getting shot.
Be what you wish to see in the world. What happened to Mr. Gandhi?
Yeah, right.
Unbelievable. So yeah, that's what's going on with Destiny. He is a deranged lunatic.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to incite more violence from that statement.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but I think that's opinion that's shared by people with common sense.
I think he's an extremist.
Yeah. That's all but yeah. Demonetized.
demonetized.
See you later.
Destiny gone. All his money later. No, he's probably still sitting on millions.
Probably.
But whatever. He can. I mean, it was so. It's not just like an opinion from. Are people going to say now? Here's this. Oh, well, Trump probably had some sort of reaction or influence behind the FCC's decision to get rid of Jimmy Kimmel. Are they now going to say that Trump had some sort of influence in Twitch's decision to get rid of Destiny? Is it always coming back to the boogeyman? Like, no, you say stupid things and win stupid prizes. You can't.
Didn't he put out a tweet or something saying Elon Musk called for the removal of him from Twitch or the demonetization?
Yeah, Elon made I think he said he should go to jail.
Oh,
yeah,
he should go to jail. I don't know about going to jail, but well, last time I checked, Elon's not a part of the government no more.
Also true. He's allowed to have his opinions.
Allowed to have his opinions.
Yeah.
So.
But that's Destiny. And then there's this David, which he spells it with a 4, D4VD. David was calling him that.
Oh, the rapper.
Yeah, singer, artist.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't know one song from this dude. Didn't know he was a thing at all. He's trending for an apparent murder of a 13-year-old girl.
Yes, I have some friends that have brought this up. Basically, somewhat admitted to it. Admitted to murdering this 13-year-old girl, who now they're speculating that he was in a relationship with. Mind you, he's quite a few years older than her. I think he's like 19. So that's weird. And they found this woman, his ex-suspected lover, in the front trunk of the Tesla that was found at an impound lot in Hollywood.
He's only 19?
Yeah. Which I'm trying to put this back. I guess her murder might have been like 2 years ago. So was he 17 dating a 13-year-old?
It's still not. Weird. Yeah, it's still weird. It's still underage, but it's still weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so he just canceled his entire tour. He's under investigation. Cops raided his house. They didn't. Well,
they did?
So far, they haven't said they found anything because they haven't arrested him. But a little weird. And then and he has a song where he raps about having a dream where he got away with murdering someone. So,
yep,
that's also interesting.
That's a little fucked up.
But just like Eminem can make music about Kim wanting to murder his wife or whatever, and it can't be used against you because it's creative license.
Well, wasn't that car registered to him?
Yeah, it's his car.
Yeah, it's his car. It's got.
Maybe it was stolen, and this random person that stole it also found his ex-lover and shoved her in the front trunk.
That seems a little coincidental, but yeah. Well, he did what Eminem rapped about doing.
Yep.
In real life.
Yeah, except for driving off a cliff.
Yeah, instead he parked it in a parking lot.
Yeah, impound lot. Not so baggo. So yeah, that's what's going on with David. We also got these giant protests happening all over Europe.
Yeah, the Tommy Robinson, Charlie Kirk's death was a big motivation for it too. Yeah, I was watching Nick Shirley, reporter, and I watched the UK one first, and then I watched the one that's happening in Paris, or was happening in Paris, I believe yesterday or the day before that. And there was a lot of contrast, from my opinion.
True, yeah, because one of them were by people in red hats. It was like, make Britain great again.
Yeah.
Very sort of calm, and the cops were actually beating up you could call them protesters, but they were standing there, and then the cops didn't want them standing there anymore.
Yeah,
and then you go to France, and it's Antifa, which they said, we are Antifa. It's not like we're speculating. And they were peeling up the road, throwing rocks at the police
breaking up the sidewalk with a hammer.
Yeah.
And shooting fireworks at them and lighting dumpsters on fire.
I've seen another clip where the street was literally on fire.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so these are different.
Little different.
Different ways.
Little different.
A little bit.
Just a little.
Seems to be a trend.
Yeah, little differences like that. Now, I wasn't on the ground there, but it seemed more like they were standing, like in the UK, it seemed like they were just standing there behind the barricade, just having their protest, and seemed more like, in my opinion, it seemed more like the police aggressed them, like tried to clean up the area and say, oh, there was a fight, and these guys are crazy, and get them off the street. Because I don't know if you watched the end of that clip, but there was a guy talking, and they had all the news guys out there after they had cleaned up that section, and saying, the guy was saying that, yeah, this was a planned thing to get them out of the way so they could say that they're the aggressors, whatnot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't work that way when it's all on.
It's all, yeah. You gotta. These people, their tricks don't work no more.
Yeah.
20 years ago, that might have worked, where you could get on ABC or any network, any mainstream network, and say, "Oh, these guys are crazy," and we took care of it. But now you have independent reporters on the ground showing the difference between one group and another group. You got one group breaking up the sidewalk and hurling it at the cops, lighting dumpsters on fire, shooting fireworks at them, and whatnot. And then you have another group of people that are just standing there.
Yep.
From what I saw in the video.
From what the world can see.
Yeah.
They would hold the same opinions, I believe, because that's what I've seen as well. They busted this one guy's face open. He had a freaking golf ball on the side of his head.
Yeah, on his eye.
Yeah.
And
that guy wasn't throwing rocks or anything. He was just like, standing close to them.
He was standing. I think he was trying to pull somebody that got like trampled over.
Oh.
Trying to pull him up, and they thought that he was doing something, and they batoned him right in the face. They were hitting him with those plastic shields and shit, like the bottom part of it, right in the face.
That's good.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And you wouldn't be either. You know where else I wouldn't be? Anywhere where violence could possibly happen.
Oh no. Don't say that. I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope not, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's just, right now the Charlie Kirk memorial is happening. Got it on the telly. And
there's a lot of people there.
60 to 100,000 people. When we have Donald Trump's about to be showing up, J.D. Vance, Pete Hegseth, RFK Jr. It's funny. I was thinking, like, something happened right here. Isn't there so many people, if they go away, like then the Postmaster General becomes president of the United States?
Yeah, designated survivor.
We just filled this entire stadium up with everybody that could potentially become president. But they got the Secret Service. I think there's thousands of police officers.
Yeah, somebody said it was like 1,000 or like 10,000 cops there or something. Yeah. Something crazy number of police officers there. I really don't think they're gonna do anything there. I hope not.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna have to cut this shit right.
Oh God. But there's snipers on the roofs outside. So apparently, good snipers.
But a lot of people that were in, that preach the same message for Charlie Kirk, or people would consider on the same side as Charlie Kirk. A lot of the streamers, whatnot, some of them were invited. A lot of them, not a lot of them, but the people that I watch, they didn't go, and I can understand not going.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate, but I don't know.
Tough times, especially when you have people like Destiny saying, "Well, they deserve it." If something were to happen today, he'd be the first one. Him and all the lackeys out there on the extremist side. And I can't say all the people on their left, because there are a lot of people I've seen on the left coming out saying that.
There's a lot of people from the left. I saw those videos. They said this was it for them. Like, this was the turning point
Done
for
with
them.
The party.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was, I don't know. I don't want to say that the Trump campaign got a lot of people from the left onto the right. I think that this might have, in my opinion, this got like any of the stragglers
Yeah.
that were like second guessing it, still thinking about it. You
Yeah,
know?
we'll see if it helps. Midterms coming up. But I did see that they made a Charlie Kirk resolution, just like commemorating his life in the Senate. And they got half of the United States Senate. Half of the Democrat Party actually voted in favor of it, and all the Republicans voted in favor of it. But I was,
That's crazy. That don't
got
happen.
half of the Democrats to actually.
That don't happen much.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not like all Democrats are insane.
Right.
What do they? To be a lot of them.
Isn't October 14th going to be a National Remembrance Day for him?
Which is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's his birthday and George Floyd's birthday. Charlie Kirk and George Floyd sharing the same birthday.
Oh, no.
And we are now going to celebrate Charlie Kirk's.
I did not know that.
Yep. Is that not going to divide the nation every freaking year?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But Joe Biden was in office, and he could have turned George Floyd's birthday into an event.
No, it's next time you get a Democrat, they're going to say it's George Floyd Day and Charlie Kirk Day on the same day.
Yeah, if they wanted that, they had 4 years to put that into writing.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So.
Well, we got holidays for a lot of people.
Yeah. And nobody remembers my birthday.
Oh, nobody's remembering my birthday either.
Bish. So that's what's going on in you get the Europe, UK, France riots. We got Charlie Kirk's memorial happening right now. Hundreds of people lined up, probably thousands.
One side wants Macron out, the other side wants Starmer out.
Yeah. And one side's being peaceful, and the other side's throwing rocks and fireworks.
Yeah. Other side just wants to. One side wants to just be able to say what's going on in their country. That
I found was interesting because they had thousands of people out protesting for free speech. Like,
yeah,
they don't really have
and
a First Amendment
on a
out
YouTube video, and half of them don't want to say things that will get them in trouble.
Yeah, they're like covering half their face.
They're covering their faces. They don't want to be on camera saying something. That's no way to live. That
one guy said that they have like AI that scans the face of everybody that's on the crowd.
That was the guy in France. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Coming to a country near you.
Yeah, they're trying to do that here.
Yeah. It's probably already
There's
happening.
probably some cases where it is happening here.
Oh, here's everybody. Let's put them in a database. I mean, they already have, if you bring your phone with you anywhere, okay, this is the same phone that was at XYZ address, basically we could say it lives there. And then we've seen it show up in Washington, D.C. or wherever the hell it is. Like, you were there.
It pinged that tower. We know that he was within 5 miles of this place or that place.
So now you're going to have multiple phones. You're going to have your go be a dirtbag phone.
Yeah.
Or stand up for your country phone.
Well, no, they can track that. And just leave the phone at home.
Oh, you have the phone that is attached to you that is at your house. Leave that. That's there. That's your. But then when you want to go ride on the streets, you have to have like a safety drop box to go pick up that phone.
Right. Right.
And not bring your phone.
And then that phone at home that you have, they're gonna say, oh well, it was inactive. That's when you give it to like a 7-year-old kid or whatever, and say, hey, fucking use this. Go on Facebook. Go on YouTube. Just pretend to be me for like 7 hours. Not that I'm telling anybody to, go commit crimes or do that, but
the safe box for your phone is actually some kid that you hate's house. You just leave it.
Right.
Set them up. That's probably what they're doing to me. I gotta check my sidewalk. Boom.
Oh shit. So, what is up with the chin? You gotta tell me about this.
It's a good chin, bro. No, he's talking about the chin to philtrum ratio. Seen this online. If you look back at a lot of these shooters that have been happening lately, they have an extended lip to like bottom of the chin. I think it's called the chin to philtrum ratio. Now, they only showed like a dozen of these shooters that have it. I don't know if every shooter.
They got long chins?
Yeah. That distance from the bottom of your lip to the end of your chin needs to be longer. And then somebody else was telling me recently, I guess also from the bottom of your nose to the top of your lip, if that's a bit extended too. But there'll be correlation, not causation. Just something interesting that seems to follow with a lot of the things that are going on. Thought I'd mention that there. Look at your local friends and family and check out their lip to chin ratio and decide whether or not you have to red flag them. This is what we have to do now.
You can usually tell by the what is it? Those combat boots, if they start wearing those, or the color of the hair starts to change every week.
Yeah.
You get the septum piercing. You might want to keep an eye.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. They start engraving.
I remember when I was in school, that used to be cool. You know.
The boots and the hair?
Well, not the boots and the hair, but like the every girl had the septum piercing or whatnot. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them did.
And that was just because of the music you're listening to.
Yeah, it was like, the music, cool. The dress, all that shit.
Or you're a juggalo, or you're really into Devil Wears Prada or some whatever band, and you dress up like the singers.
You remember going to see that?
Some political stuff.
Everyone there, it's just like, oh, all right. In 20 years, these are the people I'm gonna be watching out for. If they got a fucking gun, they're gonna shoot me.
Damn.
Yeah. You know?
I don't know what happened there. I feel like it's like a old school emo versus new school emo. Old school emo is like, oh, we were just doing it for the music. New school is like, we're doing it to destroy America.
Yeah, right.
Then we have to have a battle of the emos, and maybe they could take care. We got to enroll the old school emos to come out.
Take out the new school ones.
Yeah, take back their
style.
style.
Not take them out, just fucking...
Like, no, that hair is ours. You cannot use...
Right. You can't do that. You can't take your culture appropriation.
Green Day needs to come out and say, no, septum piercings are for us. Our people. The groypers of emo music.
I don't know. Some of those bands say a lot of crazy shit, though. Like, they use that stage as like a platform for political shit.
Yeah, also true. Because,
so, maybe that's where it came from, a lot of it.
Like a lot of that, there are these, not exactly NGOs, but they're these aggregated companies that, like, if you ever want to get on stage rotation or have certain advertisers or have your merch sold on certain outlets or get spots for you to sit on certain podcasts or something, like, that's all, like, you have an agency. You go through an agency. And all those top agencies, they're kind of like, they're locked in on some sort of narrative, and
right,
and so
go spread that narrative.
You see it a lot, like during 2024, when it's like, all right, you just start seeing all these random people come out, like, oh, I support Kamala Harris for president,
right?
And you're all under the same agency.
People that probably never even thought about it.
Yeah.
You think they're really thinking about who's in the White House with millions of dollars? Think they care?
I don't think they care. They're doing it to protect their financial interests going forward.
Right. I don't think they give a shit who's in there.
Yeah. And then the ones that don't do it, it's like, oh, I haven't seen that guy tour in years.
Yeah, and now he's coming out and he's like, fuck Donald Trump.
So that's what's going on there. Did we talk about the Smith-Mundt Modernization? We did at the beginning.
I think we did, yeah.
RFK Jr.
We covered that yesterday, I think.
Actually, we didn't go into
what happened.
Yeah, so there was a boom boom threat.
Yeah, but it turned out to be...
It turned out to be nothing, but a package showed up, I guess, at Kennedy's house.
Same thing happened to Turning Point USA like a week ago. Empty package. Thought it was a bomb.
It's a form of terrorism, man, because they're trying to say, hey, you keep doing what you're doing. Next time it won't be empty.
Right. So yeah, it's
fear.
It's a vague threat.
That's nuts. People are doing it. Hope they fingerprint the box, find out, this guy
where it came from, right?
I mean, we have satellites, bro. Maybe it should be like 24/7.
They know.
Surveillance of this
That's
house.
what I mean. Like, they gotta know more than what they let out.
Yeah. At least the CIA knows, but they're the fourth branch of the government that goes unchecked.
Right, they're not going to say anything until after something bad happens. And
yeah,
If they can fit it to something they want or not, then they'll, that, depending on that, release it.
Wackos. And then what else is going on? I think 24.
Well, we got Trump labeling Antifa as a terrorist organization.
Kaboom.
Finally. Only took, you know, fucking 8 years for that to happen.
Yeah. That's interesting. So how do you feel about that? Because now, play devil's advocate, or Antifa's advocate. They are the devil. Well, like, Antifa, you could say, like, what if, could somebody in charge one day declare MAGA a terrorist organization?
They did pretty much last administration.
Yeah.
Not outright and officially, but Joe Biden got up on there, and remember the speech where he looked like he was he had like the red flags behind him and shit. Everybody was saying
he's gonna endorse Trump.
No.
That was happening towards the end.
He said pretty much half of the Republican Party is like domestic terrorists. Pretty much what he was getting at.
Yeah.
Been a couple of years. Maybe I'll go back and look at that and make sure, but that's kind of the message I got from it. That white supremacy is the biggest threat to the nation right now.
Yeah.
And that half of MAGA is that. Or half of the Republican Party is that, the MAGA section of the Republican Party. Which I don't know if he realizes that pretty much MAGA is the Republican Party now.
Yeah. It is.
There's about a handful of fucking people that aren't MAGA anymore.
Pretty sure inflation is the biggest threat to the American people.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah, he should have focused on that.
Yep.
But he didn't.
Nope. The billions of dollars worth of weapons he left in Afghanistan. That's a pretty big threat too,
Yeah. All the interpreters back there, all the people that helped us, gone.
Yeah.
Left them.
Operation I don't know.
40 people injured, 13 dead. Yep.
Yeah, mama. So, coming towards the end of the podcast soon, we could do a topic blitz, what's trending, and then we'll go into a would you rather. Again, those who are listening, you can comment below. Whether it's our TikTok videos, it's on YouTube, you see us on Instagram, let us know what you'd like to hear as a would you rather. We do this every week. I'd like to take some feedback. Would you rather what? Make us choose between A or B.
Yep.
And we'll answer it. Is anything going on with the memorial yet?
I was just checking it because I seen that it switched over to somebody's reporting on it. What channel is this?
This is straight. RSBN.
You got this on YouTube?
First thing that popped up on YouTube, yeah. Yep. Charlie Kirk's memorial is trending right now.
Look at that. Look at that stadium in that
massive
in that picture. Things
they
packed.
Said, they're using all the same like security measures that they would for the Super Bowl, but then put the Secret Service on top of that.
Yeah, because Trump's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So
Super Bowl is insane. That attracts an insane amount of people.
That thing is filled all the way to the top, bro. Remember when Kamala had I think that's the same stadium that she used when she went. And they had that whole top row. Fucking they put like a cover over the top row so you couldn't see that the whole thing wasn't filled up.
Ohio barn mural honors Charlie Kirk. Let's see it. Hold on. Ready?
But she painted that?
If
Oh, I don't want to get. We're gonna get. I don't know.
Yeah.
Music. They'll flag our video.
She painted that?
She's painting it right now. This lady.
Oh, yeah. I'm blind, so I can't really see.
Super nice. This is trending now? Okay.
Nice.
And it looks so far away from anything, so nobody should complain.
I think a university in North Carolina, they set up, they did that show. They painted something like that on a rock in front of the school. And like 2 days later, it got, or like not even 24 hours later, it got vandalized.
Wow. Yo, the top 10 things that are trending, 8 of them are about Charlie Kirk.
Top 10? 8 of them?
Yeah, 8 of them are all different. Remembering Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's memorial. We are Charlie Kirk. Praise God. Trending in Charlie Kirk. Ohio barn mural honors Charlie Kirk.
Wow.
That's all the top trending. Let's try to get outside of that. Oh, we got the Falcons. I'm not doing sports. The hell with sports.
We don't watch sports.
I'm not a sports guy. I like
Not
UFC.
a sports guy.
I go to some fights.
Yeah, fights are good. I'll watch hockey, outtake reels of fights from hockey. That's fun to watch.
Yeah.
My idea of a good night is throwing on a Trump highlight reel.
Jesus
Seeing
Christ.
him just fucking verbally assault everybody.
Oh, I'm into comedy. I love comedy shows.
Yeah, I like. Well, that's technically comedy.
Yeah. Comedy shows and UFC.
Yeah,
My hobbies.
I fuck with it.
And politics. Hundreds of thousands gather for Okay, we get it. It's trending, guys. Gavin Newsom signs California's law banning masks for law enforcement officers. Woo!
Banning what?
Masks. So we could be able to identify. He's doing this because of ICE.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. When did he do that? Today?
So it's trending 16 hours ago. But it's still trending.
What if they just say no and keep the mask on anyways?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I
isn't
don't
ICE federal?
Yeah, I wonder. But that means, like all police officers, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
but ICE isn't police officers. It's federal.
Prohibiting most law enforcement officials, including federal immigration agents, from concealing their identities during operations in the state effective January of 2026. The law requires officers to identify themselves upon request and classifies violations as misdemeanors. Whoa, amid escalating tensions with President Donald Trump's deportation policies, federal officials citing the Supremacy Clause rejected the law's applicability to their agents, while a social media post from Newsom's office prompted a Secret Service threat assessment. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you think the result of that's going to be? Challenge? They're going to challenge that in court?
They should. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. Do I want to know?
But then
I don't like sometimes if I get pulled over by, like, let's say a police car that doesn't look like a police car.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that.
I should be able to, like, call in to a number and be like, is this like a real, like, one of your guys?
Yeah, I understand that.
So, like, all right, if they got a mask on, I'm about to get arrested by this. There should be some type of, like, third party. Like, I don't really want to comply, get into your car if I don't know you're
Who
legit.
you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't need to know your first and last name, where you live, kind of thing. But, like, are you from a legit agency?
Right.
And how do you verify that?
I know.
The face mask doesn't really a question there with that. But at least you can remember the face of the guy that put you in a car.
You remember 5 years ago, you couldn't leave your house without a mask on, or you couldn't really leave your house at all. Now they're banning masks when it doesn't affect them, like when it goes the opposite way for them.
Yep. Everybody in ICE is gonna have a cough now.
Yeah.
They're gonna put on.
Sorry, this entire agency in this region has COVID.
Yep.
What do you want me to do?
Newsom is endangering our ICE enforcement, our law enforcement lives from COVID, putting them at increased risk because they can't wear an N95 mask.
There you
During
go.
the rising COVID epidemic, this is insane, Gavin Newsom, and you want to run for president.
Yeah.
These are dangerous policies.
Dangerous.
Usurping the United States Constitution somehow. Fill in the blanks.
That's crazy, though. It only took 5 years to get to troll them into banning masks.
Yeah. Oh, how the tides turn.
Oh, shit.
We should, how do we get them to give up on forced jabbing?
I don't
We
know.
have to, so, all right, everybody's got to get it. And then we say, oh, if you're, I don't know, if you're a lefty, we got to get a jab. And then be like, nobody can get jabs anymore, at least not mandated.
I have something, but I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
You imagine if nah, I can't do it.
Whoa. Not even on a SupWith podcast, and we say anything.
All right. So, you know how they have the theory, right? That I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm gonna say it. All right, I'm gonna say it. If Trump tomorrow made like a gay vaccine, do you think that San Francisco would be all for vaccines?
Jesus Christ, Russell.
Maybe cut that
I have
out.
to throw away this whole episode.
Maybe cut that one out.
This is a hypothetical.
It's a hypothetical.
If
Imagine
the
this-
left's Hitler were to come out and create this obvious infringement, then the only way to stop it was to stop the mandating of all.
That's terrible. That's horrible. It is funny though,
Yeah.
and it's also a joke. But imagine
Mm-hmm.
that's how you would get them to stop taking
Right.
vaccines. If it was gonna do the opposite of what the turning the frogs gay,
Oh, God.
turning them straight.
Oh. Damn.
Do the
Trump's
reverse.
gonna put.
They just poured testosterone in every vaccine.
Oh, God. Oh, God. There it is.
There it is.
The childhood
Everybody's just
schedule. Every
yoked.
kid comes out fucking yoked, dude. They
They're
do
just
the
like,
Pete and Bobby
what the
challenge
fuck
at
what's
2 years
happening?
old.
Yeah, right. You got a 2-year-old just fucking doing like gymnastics and shit, just flying around. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, we fixed the vaccines.
Yep.
Took
Makes
out the
sense.
mercury and put in fucking
Yeah.
testosterone instead.
What if they start, like that, the shooter inscribed on the bullets, like LMAO, catch, if you see this, you're gay. So now what if we can inscribe on the adjuvants or the
Oh my God.
antigens, like MAGA baby, Trump is your president.
If you're reading this, you're straight.
And that's what's getting injected on everybody. It's
Oh
like, well,
no,
now I don't want it.
can't have it.
Yeah. Lutnick is on the Axio show. What is he talking about? Howard Lutnick, CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald. He is now our Secretary of Commerce, I believe.
Wait, what?
Howard
Who's-
Lutnick, he's up here talking to somebody on the Axio show, but not exactly trending.
He's our Secretary of Commerce now.
Yeah, you haven't heard of this guy? He's part of the cabinet.
Oh yeah, I've seen him before.
We are
Remember when Gina
farmers.
Raimondo was our Secretary of Commerce?
Yep. Commerce did real good, guys.
Yep. He was a shitty governor.
About it, I think, guys.
That's about it.
It's about Bernie. No, that's a different thing.
He's trending right now.
No, some other guy named Bernie.
Oh.
Oh, it's in sports. I don't care. Played it. News, hundreds of thousands honor Charlie Kirk. See, this is all everyone's talking about right now. That's all we're going to find. Trump accidentally posts urgent demand to Bondi for prosecuting Schiff.
For what?
What?
What is
Donald
that?
Trump accidentally, let me share this for other peeps too.
What is that?
Accidentally posts a private message on Truth Social to Attorney General Pam Bondi, urging her to expedite prosecutions against political adversaries, including Adam Schiff, former FBI Director James Comey, and New York AG Letitia James, before deleting it. The incident occurred amid tensions following Trump's removal of a U.S. attorney who refused to pursue charges against his critics, with Bondi later receiving public praise from Trump. Reactions on social media divided sharply, with supporters demanding faster action and critics condemning it as an abuse of power. Thank you, Grok. As from there, I remember I read this thing. It was on, here it is.
What is it?
I didn't know it was an accident.
That was an accident? What
Maybe
does it say?
it wasn't. It could just be the left trying to frame it as an accident. But it's a post from Donald Trump. Pam, I have reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially same old story as last time. All talk, no action. Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done. Then we almost put in a Democrat-supported U.S. attorney in Virginia with a really bad Republican past, a woke rhino who was never going to do his job. That's why two of the worst Dem senators pushed him so hard. He even lied to the media and said he quit, and that we had no case. No, I fired him. And there is a great case, and many lawyers and legal pundits say so. Lindsey Halligan is a really good lawyer and likes you a lot. We can't delay, and likes you a lot. Okay. Likes America a lot, and we can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. Uh-oh. Maybe this was a private text. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now, President DJT. But also, why would he have to sign to President DJT if this was supposed to be a private text and she probably has his number?
Right.
Yeah, imagine like every time I text my mom, I'm like, your son, Dylan.
Right. Well, maybe.
You, Ma.
Remember when those were automatic though? Like you could do that in text. You can automatically have it signed out from you.
Oh, your signature?
Your signature. Maybe that's his.
And it's also his classic signature of like the last sentence is all caps, which he does on a lot of his truth posts. Do you really do all caps when you're just texting your friend?
I mean, no, I don't.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody like Donald Trump would.
And why did it start out with her first name and what do we call that? A semicolon. Yeah. I reviewed over 30 statements. That's an interesting one, especially if he deleted it. That makes it actually more.
Well, then you know what's good about that? Kind of telling her to fucking shit or get off the pot and do something.
It almost feels like he's accusing her for not. Well, it's like it's putting pressure on her to promote Lindsey Halligan. So maybe there was some internal fight, like she wasn't going to push for Lindsey, and so now since he made this public on purpose by accident, kind of thing.
Now
and if she doesn't go for it, it exposes this riff, and actually maybe he is upset with Pam and only installed her for political interests.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
So
that's I mean, if I know that he's probably, I'm hoping that he's tuned in to not just the shit that's on TV and like these podcasters and whatnot, and realizing that not a whole lot of people really approve of Pam Bondi,
especially after hate speech crap.
Yeah, that was a major fuck up. But she's just not good at she's not good with public relation. You know what I mean? Not good at getting the message out.
Yeah, Which usually these people, these cabinet members, have better like teams around them and speech writers and public relations team. Is her team just failing her? Is she going? She's using like George Soros' team because it's not doing good.
She picked the wrong. She got the wrong fucking people around her.
Tulsi Gabbard arrives at Charlie Kirk's memorial 19
She's gonna be
seconds
there?
ago. It must have just been in the background because she is not up there right now. Oh, there she is. Yeah, walking to the crowd.
Yeah, we're gonna see it on this angle, right? Does that look?
Tulsi.
Tulsi.
Would you
yo.
vote for her? Do you know much about her? If she ran for president 28?
I don't know. She's supposedly switched over to the Republican side. I don't know. She seems cool.
Yeah.
I'd have to hear what she. I didn't really pay too much attention to Tulsi.
Yeah, me not too much either. I like some of the stuff she's had to say on foreign policy. She's,
Yeah.
you know, not super pro-war like the left and the right has been historically.
I want to go back. If I would consider it, I got to go back and listen to what she said in 2020 when she ran for president, and go through pretty much all the clips of between now and then.
Yeah. Gonna ask Grok over the top Tulsi Gabbard campaign promises she had when she ran for president. Mind you, this could be dated because she ran as a Democrat
Yeah.
and she's changed her some opinions. Grok be taking long, bro. Oh, because I got an expert mode?
Oh shit. What do you think of Vance?
I haven't decided yet. I don't know.
You
Like-
think RFK is gonna run again?
No, not really. I don't really. Very low chance, like 1%. I think if he can get everything he wants to get done, and I think he would only run if like JD Vance and like the Republican apparatus were like, yeah, we want you to run, and they supported him, kind of thing. I don't think he would run if also JD and Tulsi were running. Like,
You think
and
he
he would
would-
only have an interest in doing it if, I don't know, maybe those guys weren't running and there wasn't any like good option to carry on in the United States, and maybe somebody that starts leading that like wants to completely reverse everything that Maha has accomplished,
Right.
like some dark Republican power.
I don't know.
But I think his true power comes in the endorsement. Who does he endorse?
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll have to see.
He has a very powerful endorsement.
Yeah.
So- and I think it will be a Republican, but just who would it be? I don't know, because he's very close with Tulsi, but also Vance has done a lot for Maha.
Yeah. Who would he go with if it was Tulsi and Vance running against each other?
And I don't know Tulsi too well, but I also get a feeling she wouldn't run if Vance was running. She might actually run as like VP with him.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
A Vance Tulsi ticket.
Because like Vance and Vivek together can't happen because of Ohio.
Yeah.
They're both from Ohio. But I don't know. Yeah, that would be an interesting ticket.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Tulsi's policies in her 2020 campaign. End forever wars and regime change policies. Break up big banks and reinstate. It's small for me to read. Glass-Steagall. Promote fair lending practices. Oh no, she liked the Green New Deal.
What else?
Legalize and regulate marijuana. Comprehensive immigration reform. Secure our borders. Universal basic income. That's a hot topic. Joe Rogan's all about that.
Universal basic income.
Yeah, so provide temporary $1,000 monthly payments to all Americans during economic downturns like COVID-19 pandemic to ensure food security and economic stability. Okay, so just during, like, they pretty much did that anyway. Electoral college reform or abolish the electoral college to ensure every vote
That was a
counts
big
equally.
thing for Democrats back then. I remember that. They
So-
wanted to get rid of the electoral college and go off the popular vote.
Support a proportional allocation of electors as a step towards direct popular vote. Interesting, Tulsi. Interesting.
How much of that you think that she has moved away from? Probably a lot of it.
I think I've heard her actually talk against the Green New Deal. So, just like how crazy the wind farms have gotten, how they're actually disastrous to our marine life. And if it's all been corrupted, especially with the introduction of these, you get green tax credits.
Mm.
So if I'm a corporation poisoning whatever rivers I'm near or the oxygen, the air pollution, that same company can say they are carbon neutral.
Right.
Not because they've changed the amount of toxins that they've entered into the environment, but because they went into this marketplace established by Biden to say that I bought enough credits. They buy enough, and if you get enough credits on your taxes,
You pay to play.
you can have the designation to say you're carbon neutral. I'm not a polluter. The amount of pollution that I let out is equal to the amount of carbon
That I'm offsetting
Yeah.
by giving you money for the credits.
But the marketplace just decides how much that is, and that's all corrupted too. So like the pennies on the dollar.
And who gets it?
Yeah, who gets these? Well, it's so a lot of these solar farms, wind farms, you name it, they're out there generating solar credits, and then they go to this secondary market to try to sell them, and there's a supply and demand there that decides the price of it, and then these companies, the big boys, come in and are like, oh, what if I buy 100,000 of these credits? You get it a lot cheaper, and really, is there any less toxins? I mean, even the installation of these solar farms is destroying forests.
Right. Yeah, because how are you going to do it? Where are you going to put it?
Yeah.
It'd be smarter if they would put it like over parking garages and fucking houses and shit like that. But no, we're just going to clear out the land, cut down all the trees and stick it on the side of I-95.
100% agree, brother. It's just...
There's a way to do it, but they're just like, well, fuck it.
When I see the solar panels above like parking lots, I'm like, that's such a great idea because now I get the shade.
Yeah, the car doesn't get hot and they're getting power.
Yeah. Perfect.
You could stick them on houses. There's so many houses that you could put them on. You know,
shouldn't like run 100% off it, but it's a good supplemental. And I like it in the states where you can sell it back. So if you
that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, if you were to put these on all the houses, they could use some of that energy and what's ever left over, sell it back.
Yeah.
You get a grid of those going, but that's all great in theory, but where does all this shit come from for solar panels and whatnot?
Oh,
where are they produced?
Oh, probably foreign.
China.
Yeah. See, that would be a down the middle kind of legislation there. Like, okay, let's promote solar, but let's make sure it's made in America. You could probably get both sides on that.
We don't have well, it's not that we don't have it. It's that we don't have we don't have I thought your boy was on TV.
Technical
We don't
workforce.
have the rare earth elements here. And if we do have it, we're not using it. We're not searching for it.
Well,
and then
time to put some more foreign children at work.
Yeah, right.
Mine that palladium, baby.
Yep. That's what the arguments for it.
Well, that is not a Christian singer. We have our first speaker of the night. Kind of looks like a pastor, though.
I think so.
Pretty cool. Can't wait to hear RFK speak. He is, like, I gotta say, like, the best speaker of, like, our generation right now.
RFK?
Oh, yeah. The way, which is such an irony, too, because, like, his voice is so, he has that spasmodic dysphonia. But, like,
What he's saying.
what he says, man, it's just absolutely beautiful. The way he talks is like his father and his uncle had a way with words, too. And I actually kind of like RFK's voice because it feels like it's such an embodiment of everything him and his family has been through. Like
Right.
it sounds like he's been dragged through the mud. Like he witnesses his own father get assassinated, and it sounds like, oh, I don't know.
Oh my God, yeah. He's speaking there, and he witnessed his own father get killed.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
he's there to that's crazy.
Yeah, he talked about it at another event for Charlie like a week ago, saying like how his family got through some of these assassinations, and how there was some story about how his mother was dealing with his brother's political death, I suppose.
Yeah, during the same I heard this on Glenn Beck that there was a lot of similarities between Jackie and Erika.
Oh.
Because you got to think about right now, like she was planning the funeral for JFK and doing a birthday party in the next room for what happened?
Just checking. I got a message.
She was planning JFK's funeral in one room, and she had a birthday party going on in another room for Junior.
Oh.
I think, right?
One of the kids.
One of the, yeah. And that's kind of what she's going through right now too. She's planning a funeral, she's doing all this, and she's still taking care of kids, whatnot.
Yeah. Or Bobby was saying that his mother told him, because he was asking after his brother passed away, he's like, how does the hole ever get smaller? And he says, he's such a great with his words. He says, no, the mother told him that no, the hole never gets smaller, but you have to build yourself up bigger around the hole. And then in proportion, the hole gets smaller. And how you build yourself up bigger is you take the best parts of the person who passed away and you apply them to yourself. And in that way, you sort of make that person immortal.
Right.
And the way he says it too is like, oh my God, I don't know.
No, I got it.
Boying over this guy.
I think they're doing the national anthem.
But he's going to speak to some of those stories today. Look at that painting. Beautiful.
Is that the guard?
Something.
Sorry.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather be on the SupWith podcast as a guest, butt naked, or have to listen to Kamala Harris talk fully closed the same amount of time, 1 hour each?
1 hour each. 1 hour guest spot, naked, or naked, we're going naked.
Yeah, why not?
Or listen to Kamala Harris talk for 3 hours.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is like just sitting right next to you telling you all about.
You have to be in person,
Of
you
life.
have to listen to it for 3 hours.
Oof, 3 hours.
Yeah, you gotta.
I think
You gotta
that's like a
even it
new
out.
form of like how to interrogate terrorists. Is you get locked in a room with Kamala Harris, and you have to listen to her
Yeah,
life
right.
story.
I told you, what was it last, one of the ads, send out the Karens
And not
to
the
take
Karens.
take care of all the problems. You unleash the Karens for good.
Jesus.
You give them an agenda. You go and do this.
Wow. Solving two problems at once.
You nag them across the border. You send a couple Karens over to the Ayatollah. You better stop.
Whoa.
Better stop enriching uranium over there.
Jesus Christ. Until they corrupt the Karens, and then we get the Karentola.
I don't think we'd see those Karens again if we sent them there. But Oh well.
Ruh-roh. Well,
Alrighty.
we did it, guys.
Did it again.
R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, day of his memorial. And R.I.P. to that fly in my house, which I will be murdering soon.
You got 4 cats in here, and nobody's catching a fly.
Yeah. Lazy. And this is why we hire illegals. Gonna take in an alley cat, probably do a better job than these guys.
Oh my god, it's like that video where the stray cat comes in, catches the mouse, and they're like, they celebrate it. You ever see that?
No.
Oh, dude, I gotta find it. There's a video. A guy lets a stray cat in to get a mouse, and the cat leaves. The cat knew what was up.
Wow.
Let him in, caught the mouse, took off.
Dan just got cucked by the alley cat. All right, guys.
Later.
Later.